Hi, I'm Taylor. I've been traveling for a full year, and today I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 favorite travel gear that I take with me everywhere I go. So number one, my headphone holders. I actually don't know what they're officially called, but they are so amazing. I have two of them. They keep my cords organized. I can quickly throw them in my purse or my backpack or my suitcase, whatever I need. And I know that when I go get to my headphones, they're not going to be all like a huge jumbled mess. It packs perfectly. Number two, my keep cup. These are huge here in New Zealand, which is where I've been for the last year. This one in particular, I actually got from the Australian Open. So it was my souvenir, but it is also a practical purchase, which is sort of the basis for everything that I buy these days. It's really great. You have a nice sippy cup here on the top. You can open and close it, and the lid comes off easily, but it is completely leak-proof. And if you love coffee as much as I do, having a to-go cup that is packable and reusable is not only great for the environment, which it is also just a really great way if you need a coffee on the go, if you're heading out of your hostel or your hotel. It's seriously, again, it's one of those things that I discovered here in New Zealand, and they're huge, they're massive here, and I'm really happy that I have one. Number three, my packable reusable bags. Again, going back to environment friendly, but also something that can be small and reusable and repackable. So this one I got in Australia, obviously. It unzips just like this, and once you unfold it, it's a nice bag. It has a handle. It's a good size for shopping and things like that. Sometimes I use it at the grocery store. Sometimes I use it if I go to a clothing store and get a couple tops or something. And instead of taking a plastic bag, I'll just use my reusable bag. When I'm done with it, I just throw it back in my purse, and so that I always have it no matter where I am. The other thing is my packable Go Fit workout bands. So working out is a really big part of my everyday life and just staying fit and healthy. And you don't always have access to a gym or weights, or, sometimes it's just a run or a body weight workout, which is great, but it gets a little old after a while. So I have started traveling with my workout band. So it just adds a little extra resistance when I'm working out, and it helps add some additional strength to my workout. You see, they're super lightweight. They fold up really easily. I do still currently have them in their bag, which also has instructions for different workouts. It's possible I might get rid of this at some point and just keep these, but for now, I kind of like having them in their own space, and I can quickly take it out of my bag and say, okay, great, we're gonna go do our workout. So the next thing I love is my Katmandu rain jacket. Zips into, it's actually its own pocket, which is kind of crazy, but you just pull it out, and here you have a nice rain jacket that can be worn usually on days it's more sprinkling and things like that. You can see this is the pocket that it folded up into, and if I flip it inside out, that's now the actual pocket of the jacket. So this is one of my favorite things that I purchased once I got on the road, because I was having trouble finding a really small packable rain jacket, and it hasn't rained too much in New Zealand since I've been here, but it has come in handy a few times, especially on hikes. That's probably the time I've used it the most, and it also acts as a good windbreaker, so even when it's super windy on certain mountains and things, I'll also throw this on to keep warm. Number six. As everyone knows, when you leave your own country, you're likely going to need an adapter. My favorite one I'm currently using is this. It's a little cube, and it also has a place for you to plug in, but it also has the USB plugs. This is, I can't even explain how life-changing this is. For someone who works online, as many of us do, to be able to plug in not only my computer, but then also to charge my phone at the same time, just like that, plug it into the wall, it saves me so much time. I used to plug in my phone into my laptop while my laptop was charging, and I just find that having this option has just been really nice. So, number 7, This is another thing I started traveling with after the fact, but it is my face roller. I found these on Amazon, and I actually sell them on Amazon, hashtag side hustle. It is something that I actually use on a regular basis. It's not only really great for your skin, but it's so, like, it's just so refreshing. Like those nights that I've had long travel trips, I've spent the night in the airport, I don't feel so great, my eyes are kind of puffy, or I just haven't slept well, I just take my little face roller and I roll it out. And if you put these in the fridge right before you use it, it actually makes it extra cold. So if you do have a lot of puffiness, that's a really great little tip for you. It's really small. I have actually gotten rid of the box that it was in to save just a little bit more space, and it travels just fine. It's not only a beauty tool, it's a life-saving tool, and it just makes you feel really good on days that you don't really feel that great. The other thing that is a little bit more personal, but I imagine a lot of people suffer from it as well, is I have these C-bands. So I get really bad motion sickness, and the older I get, the worse it is actually getting. So for someone who travels full time, it's really not an enjoyable part of the travel process. So I used to take pills, and I still do every once in a while if I think it's going to be really bad, but I've really found that these C-bands really work, and I know they don't work for everybody, but all it is, again, it's just in this little bitty case. They have these little balls on them. I don't know what you call them, like the little plastic balls. And that sits on your pressure point. So you put it on your wrist like this. Sometimes I don't do this until after I've started feeling kind of sick. If I'm like, sometimes I've been on like a short 20-minute ferry ride and I was like, oh, I'll be fine. No, I wasn't. I wasn't fine within like a few minutes. So I put these on, and you just wear them like this, and they're kind of inconspicuous, and no one really knows what it's about, so no one has to know that you're not feeling great. So I just keep these in my purse, and I always have them with me whenever I get nauseous and I start feeling sick. My favorite packing tool or gear, you could call, is packing cubes. Some people swear by them. I am one of those. Some people think you can take them or leave them. I have found that it not only keeps me crazy organized in my suitcase, which I like to be, and I recently Marie Kondo'd my suitcase, but it gives me so much more space. This is a small size, I believe, so this is small. They even make extra small ones, which I would actually really love to get an extra small one. This one holds bathing suits, my beanie, my bras. It kind of holds like those kind of items. And my medium-sized cubes holds on my pants and leggings, and then my larger size one holds on my tops and dresses and things like that. So I kind of have it broken up by category. Number 10, the last thing that I've also gotten recently, which you'll see on a lot of recommendations of things you have to have when you travel, and that is a quick dry towel. Again, it packs up super small, which is wonderful. And it's in its own little bag. I've found that most things in my suitcase now have their own little bag, and I just kind of stack them up nicely and neatly together. The things that don't, packing cubes. I agree, a quick dry towel is a must. I had a regular towel when I first started traveling, and it not only did not dry quickly, it also got fuzz all over my clothes. So yeah, quick dry towel, it unrolls, it unravels. This is, I believe, a large size. I saw on a travel board that to just go with the large size, you don't need the extra large. And I tested both of them out of the store, and I went with the large thinking it would be fine. And I have to say, I do wish I would have gone with the extra large. So if you are in the market and you're looking, I definitely say try them both out, but the extra large didn't pack much larger than this size, and I do really wish that I would have gotten it. So I got the Sea to Summit size, got it at an outdoor store in Australia. It's great. It acts as a beach towel, a shower towel. You can even wear it as like a scarf if you really needed to. Get rid of that little tag right there. And orange is my absolute favorite color, so the fact that I could get it in orange was perfect for me. There you have it. There are my top 10 favorite travel gear items that I've been using for the last year as I've been traveling around. And if you have any others, any recommendations, let me know. I'd be happy to test it out. I will say I am looking for a new water bottle. I haven't had much luck with water bottles, so if you have any water bottle recommendations, I am all ears. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe down below.